Ocean currents define the habitats of marine animals, the courses of ships, and the paths of icebergs. One of the most famous is the Gulf Stream, a warm current flowing northward and then eastward off the North American coast. Sea captains sailing westward set courses north of the eastward flowing Gulf Stream, while hopefully staying south of the dreaded icebergs each spring. Far to the south in the tropical Caribbean, the equatorial sun warms the ocean surface and supports life in shallow coral reefs. In this tropical marine food chain, phytoplankton converts solar energy and carbon dioxide into organic matter to feed a hungry ocean. Swimming animals nourished by the phytoplankton then contribute to the stirring of the ocean, bringing cold, deep ocean water toward the surface. This cold water replaces the warm water flowing northward in the Gulf Stream. This warm water eventually contributes to the melting of icebergs far to the north off the Newfoundland coast. Many marine animals, including whales, ride along the Gulf Stream as it moves northward near the coast of the Carolinas and then out into the open Atlantic. As early as the 1700s, whaling captains knew about the Gulf Stream because whales feed on squid swimming along the current's edge. The Gulf Stream carries warm water to the current that circles Greenland's southern coast, warming the air as it cools. Gradually, this cool, salty water drops to the ocean depths and moves southward in the deep ocean, completing the conveyor current in the Atlantic. About 100 years ago, this Gulf Stream circulation and its interaction with icebergs in the North Atlantic played a critical role in the greatest ocean tragedy of the 20th century. Today, this river in the ocean is poised to play another critical role as the planet copes with the realities of global climate change. Our first story begins in April of 1912 in the cold North Atlantic.
The Royal Mail steamer Titanic was built in Belfast, Ireland by Harland and Wolff shipbuilders. Nearly the length of 3 football fields, she is the largest moving object ever created. She has 20 lifeboats on board, more than required, but only enough to carry half of her passengers to safety. The Titanic is divided into 16 watertight compartments by watertight bulkheads containing electric doors. In June 1911, Shipbuilder magazine claimed that this design made the ship practically unsinkable.
This unsinkable ship now lies on a gentle slope over 3 kilometers below the surface of the cold North Atlantic. The wreckage is in 2 parts. The bow, which is virtually intact with its hull buried in silt on the ocean floor, and the stern, a mangled heap of wreckage far below the bow. With submersibles, we can explore this high-pressure, hostile ocean environment that has become the grave of over 1,500 passengers and crew. The ship's violent impact with the ocean floor and decades submerged in the corrosive ocean have left few clues about the cause of the tragedy or the exact sequence of events that led to the fatal impact with the iceberg. To recreate conditions leading to this disaster, we will begin at dawn on April 14, 1912, the last sunrise for the RMS Titanic.